Welcome to Java Arrays 1D Part 5. We are going to elaborate more on the monster class, and we're going to make a new Java RPG generator. I think it's number 4, and we're going to build that out so it does some more advanced things with arrays that I know you've been waiting to see. First things first, we are in the monster class, and I was going to have you create a brand new monster class, but then I realized all you had to do was copy and paste most of this stuff, and anything else I added would have just kind of been a waste of time. One thing I wanted you to add to this one, and we're kind of getting things ready for the future, is we want a get method. And the reason I want a get method inside of this class is that I want you to start looking that we can go and use a get method that's going to return an array. Okay, see that? We're returning a string array right here using the get an array method, and we're going to be returning the power color cache. Okay, the power color cache was an array that we created. Oh, they're right there. Okay, so power color cache with red, blue, and green. We could have picked any of these, but I decided to pick that one just because, I don't know, there it is. Okay, so we're returning that one. Technically, we could have returned any of the string arrays. We could have put code in here to allow the user or the program to determine which array to return. Okay, but for right now, we're just going to keep it simple. We're going to choose power color cache. Let's make sure that compiles, and yes, no problems. You always when you do these things weeks in advance and then you decide to come and record the videos, I'll tell you what, there's a bit of nerve-wracking waiting there for that to happen. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to, let's create a brand new RPG generator. So let's go new Java and make that full screen. We're going to call this one Java RPG Generator 4. I'm not sure if I said 5 at the beginning of the video. If I did, I apologize. All right, so make sure you have all this information right here, and we're going to build this thing out. Shouldn't be too much of a difference here with this one. I think I removed some of the features, such as, I'll let you just see when we paste it in here. Okay, so one of the things that I did, actually, if you're pausing the video and copying and you're just now hearing me speak, watch out. I forgot that I made changes to the other code. It was supposed to make it harder on you, but I'm trying to make it easier because in the end you're just going to let me tell you what I did first. In the end you're just going to end up doing the same thing, so I didn't see any reason for you to retype all that. You probably already work hard enough as it is. So let's go ahead and save this before we lose anything. We're in the video copy, RPG Generator 4, looks good, save. Okay. The only difference I've done here is, let's see. So on this one right here in the string method right here, what I'm doing is I'm going to have a temporary string, okay, and I'm using the monster array at the 0 index. Okay, I just picked 0. We're calling the get array method. Okay, and it's going to go and get the array and assign it to its temporary position. I could have used any of the monsters, but I decided just to use 0. And then right down here, what I'm showing you is we pass in that array using this method to this temporary value or temporary string integer. What am I talking about? Temporary string variable array. And within this for loop, we could use for each, but I chose for. As long as j is less than or equal temp length minus 1. Okay, I decided to use less than or equal just because. And then down here we're going to print out all the colors. Okay, let's go ahead and compile. No problems, perfect. And we're going to run it. Let's create 4 monsters. We'll go Q, W, E, and R. And you can see the red, blue, green printed out, which is what runs in this for loop, but it only prints out for the monster at array position 0. And you can see we have the other items that we print out, such as the length, which is right here, then the 4 monsters by their names, which is just one letter, no big deal. Then down here we got the monster array length, which is 4. Okay, now again, that comes from right here. And finally, as I just told you, the 3 colors get printed out. So we know everything that is inside there. Well, there you have it. That is some quick information on how to use arrays. Again, what we saw in this video was we just use the monster file over here to have a method that returns an array back to the test class that calls it, and we're able to take that array information and put it into another value, and from there
arrays store list of information.
We're able to go through and start manipulating that array by using some of the tools that we learned about, such as the for loop and the for each loop, as well as getting the length of it and some other stuff. Okay, so a lot of potential here. Keep this in mind with calling the array and getting information back, because passing information back and forth is going to start helping us when we start making some more advanced programs. We're going to keep building upon this, so don't lose your files, because in the next couple video series I'm going to try to somehow tie those lessons into this, which will be covering some two-dimensional arrays, array list, and some other cool stuff. Alright, so look for the extension activity on the website www.discovertron.com. Make sure you destroy that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. You're helping me out. Thank you very much, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks again, and have a great day.